Good morning, BIAFRANS. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Ụtụtụ ọma na ụmụ Chineke. Ụtụtụ ọma nụ. When you come in, you like and share. 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 Very important. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Like and share. Very, very important that you like and share. And indicate where you are watching from. Where are you watching us from? KBC wena afu ihe onyonyo a si na America, ka UK, ka Germany, ka France, ka isi na Africa wena afu anyị. Biko like and share. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, try and do so. Today is another day in Biafran territory. Today is sit at home in Biafra land. So if you are in Biafra land, indicate, let us know what is happening in Biafra land. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Very, very, very important. Like, share, subscribe. Join me this morning. I'll be very, very brief. Very, very brief. Very, very brief. I'll be very, very brief. I'll be very, very brief. Very brief. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please do well to indicate where you are watching or where you are seeing me from. KBC wena afu onyonyo. Good morning, Big Ben. Bigger Ben. Good morning, Wachineke. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Big Ben. Where are you watching from? KBC wena afu onyonyo. Ndewo mazi. Welcome. If you are watching from Biafran land, please tell us your location. Are you watching from ORLU State? Or from Okigwe State? Or from Isoko Irobo? Or are you watching from Igodo axis of Biafra? So where are you watching from? Very, very important. Which zone are you watching us from? From the northern zone? From the southern zone? Or from the midwestern zone? Where are you watching me from? Or from the central of Biafran territory? Oh my goodness. Ben Owaboa, Ben. Ben. You guys fall our hand anyway. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. There is an urgent call for action. Urgent call for action. Biafrans all over the world. It doesn't matter which group you are in, but there is urgent call for action in Biafra land, in Biafran territory. Our land is under siege. Our land is under siege, and Biafrans must wake up. We must wake up. We must stand our ground. We must defend our land. Very, very important. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Biafra land is under occupation. Biafra land is under subjugation. Our people are losing their lives. Families are losing their loved ones. Children are losing their parents, losing properties here and there. And we must not stand and watch what is happening happen. Very, very important. So Biafrans, we should come together. This is the time to come together and fight for one common goal. Very important. The common goal is that we have to defend our land. We have to defend our territory. We have to protect our women. And we have to protect our children. This generation of Biafrans, we cannot be alive and allow a carryover of these intimidations and these killings that is happening in Biafra land. If you join me, please tell us where you are joining from, where you are watching me from. Try and like and subscribe as well, so that whenever I come online, you'll get a notification. This is very important. This message must be preached. We will continue to educate our people. We'll continue to tell our people what they need to know about this freedom that we are fighting. Because a lot of our people don't actually know that this freedom, we have 3 dimensions to it. We have the redeclaration, we have the recognition, and we have the restoration. Very, very important. If you have not watched the broadcast of our attorney, Elias Gerasoris, there are 3 arrows to our freedom. We have already achieved 1, which is redeclaration. We are in the process of recognition. That is the 2nd R that we are now. So anywhere you are watching from, please like and share. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Indicate where you are watching us from, and I want to welcome you very specially. Yeah, this morning there is an urgent call for action in ORLU. There is an urgency that needs the attention of Biafrans all over the world. For people who don't understand, who don't know, Biafra agitation started at ORLU. And like our leader said, the liberation of Biafra as well will start at ORLU. Once ORLU is liberated, the whole Biafra land will be at peace. Once ORLU falls, Biafran restoration will be a mirage. That is why most of our people don't ask themselves, why is the terrorist Nigeria focused ORLU? Why are they focusing at ORLU? Thank you so much. One me. Thank you so much for joining. You are watching from Germany. I welcome you from Germany. I welcome you from Mozambique. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Please like and share. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube account, I just started it. Please try and do so. Very important. So like I am saying, the fight for Biafra started at ORLU. And if ORLU falls, Biafra falls. When our leader DavidNnannah BTV made that exposition, a lot of our people don't understand what he was saying. Why do you think that Hope Uzodimma was installed in ORLU? Why was Hope Uzodimma installed in Imo State? The reason for Hope Uzodimma being installed in Imo State is for him to facilitate the conquering of ORLU. That is the essence, or that was the essence of Hope Uzodimma being installed at ORLU. And you ask yourself, why is the military focused in ORLU? Among the 40 states of Biafra, ORLU is taking the greatest hit so far. Among the 40 states in Biafran land, ORLU state, Okigwe and environs within that axis are taking the greatest hit. More importantly, ORLU state. What is so peculiar? What is so peculiar about ORLU? There are so many things that are peculiar to ORLU, and that is why the terrorists are focused in ORLU. And we must not allow them to have their way in ORLU. We must not allow the terrorists to have their way in ORLU. So the liberation of Biafra starts from ORLU. And that is why the Nigerian government understands this. That is why they are sending all their killer squads, their arms and ammunitions. They are using it to see if they can overrun ORLU. With their presence at Obinze and all the neighboring military barracks in Biafra land, they are trying to bring down ORLU, but they can never succeed. But they are succeeding or not succeeding will depends on you, and also depends on me. So this morning, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, there is an urgent call for action. An urgent call for action. The sole administrator or the governor of ORLU State, Chief Agonsi, have raised an alarm. Thank you for joining. Please tell us where you are watching me from. Tell us where you are watching from. Very, very important. Yeah, like I was saying, the sole administrator or the governor of ORLU State, Chief Agonsi, have raised alarm, calling on Biafrans, those in their homeland, and more importantly, Biafrans in diaspora. If you are from ORLU State in diaspora, ORLU and all its environs, this message is very, very important. This message is very, very important. If you are from ORLU State, I want you to clean your ear. If you are a Biafran, in general, Biafrans all over the world, I want you to clean your ear very, very well, because we have an urgent call for action in Biafran land, especially in ORLU State. If ORLU falls, if ORLU is overrun, the whole of Biafra land is overrun. I want you to know that. If ORLU falls in the hands of the terrorist state, Nigeria, the whole of Biafra land is going to fall. So there is something that is synonymous with ORLU. There is something very, very important in ORLU that made the terrorist Nigerian government to try to invade ORLU. They tried to overrun ORLU, sending their equipment, sending their backup, sending their killer squad, sending ISIS, ISWAP, all the terrorist groups in Nigeria. All of them are in ORLU, trying to win ORLU for the terrorist Nigerian state. And you as an indigene of ORLU, you as a Biafran, don't allow ORLU to fall in the hands of Nigeria. If ORLU falls, you know that all the fight that our leader DavidNnannah BTV had been fighting since 2012, all of them will be meaningless and will be fruitless. If ORLU falls, all that we have put in for Biafran restoration and freedom will be a waste. And that is why it is an urgent call for action. Please tell us where you are watching us from. Where are you watching us from? Very important. So my brothers and my sisters, Biafrans all over the world, it is an appeal to you this morning. There is an urgent call for ORLU to be liberated. Nigerian government are sending their killer squad. They are beefing up their terrorist groups in ORLU in order to make sure that they overrun ORLU. Biafra agitation started at ORLU. I repeat, Biafra agitation started at ORLU. There is something that is peculiar to ORLU. There is something that is in ORLU that the Nigerian government have seen, and they want to take it over. That was the essence of installing Hope Uzodimma to be the governor of Imo State, so that Hope Uzodimma will facilitate the takeover of ORLU. That is the game plan, so that Hope Uzodimma will help the Nigerian state to bring in all these terrorists in our land. The Nigerian military, the police, the Bubago, so that they can help in taking down ORLU state. But we Biafrans, are we going to fold our hands and allow them to take over ORLU state in Biafran land? Are we going to stay and allow them to take down ORLU state? Mind you, if ORLU state falls, Biafrans, if ORLU state falls, Biafra has fallen. I repeat, if ORLU state falls, Biafra has fallen. And this morning, the chief administrator of ORLU state, Chief Agonsi, have made a distress call. Chief Agonsi have made an urgent call to indigenes of ORLU, to ORLU Biafrans, ORLU women and ORLU men, ORLU children, ORLU youths living in diaspora and in the homeland. The atrocities of the Nigerian state in ORLU is increasing on a daily basis. The military are killing our people. The military are killing our people in ORLU. Yes, thank you so much. Mazi Chibueze Onunka. ORLU will not fall. It is not just by saying it, ORLU will not fall. Yes, we are praying ORLU will not fall. But prayer cannot solve the problem. Prayer cannot solve the problem. Saying it will not be the solution. The solution for ORLU to stand is support to the Biafran Defense Forces. If you don't want ORLU to fall, you have to support the Biafran Defense Forces. Very, very important. If you are a Biafran and you are from ORLU state or its environs, This is the time. This is the time, my brothers and my sisters from ORLU State, Biafrans all over the world. I want to remind you what DavidNnannah BTV, our leader, said about ORLU. ORLU is the epicenter of the Biafran restoration project. The liberation of ORLU is the liberation of Biafra. If the Biafran Defense Forces can stand their ground and defeat the terrorist Nigerian state in ORLU State, every other state in Biafran territory is ofen kupu. I repeat, ọ bụrụ na ị na-anụ onu m, anyị si from ORLU State, anyị wee Biafran. Ọ bụrụ na Nigerian government ebutuo ọnụ enweta ORLU, ị mara na Biafra niile anyị na-achọ, Biafra niile anyị na-anụ maka ya agazighị enwe isi. Ọ bụrụ na Nigerian government with otu ha si were ndị agha ha wee na-ebuga na ala obodo anyị bụ ORLU, ọ bụrụ na ha nwee ike succeed ịgbatu ọnụ, ị mara na Biafran restoration ọ ga-ete aka before anyị enwetakwa Biafra ọzọ. So for Biafra not to fall, ORLU must not fall. For Biafra to succeed, ORLU must be liberated. Very, very important. This is very, very important. An urgent call for action. Anywhere again one no. Anywhere you want a Biafran, anywhere in all around the world. I want you to understand that ORLU must not fall. Otherwise, Biafra fails. So, like I was saying, the sole administrator of ORLU State, Chief Agonsi, have sent out an urgent call to the Biafrans all over the world. Biafrans all over the world. This is a message, an urgent call for action for ORLU State and for Biafra. Very, very important. I welcome each and every one of you. Please, anywhere you are watching me from, like and share and subscribe if you have not subscribed from my channel. We are getting information. We are getting information from the homeland that the Nigerian security forces, the terrorists, the Fulani herdsmen, the Bubaguns, and all the terrorist groups in Nigeria are converging in ORLU to make sure that ORLU falls. Are you getting what I'm saying? I repeat, the Nigerian terrorist security army and police, military and police, DSS, customs, road safety, immigration, Ebubago, the herdsmen, all of them are moving over to ORLU to take ORLU down. All of them are moving over ORLU to take ORLU down. And if ORLU falls, I want you to know that Biafra will fall. If ORLU falls, Biafra falls. This is the prophecy of DavidNnannah BTV, that we must not allow ORLU to fall. We must not allow ORLU to fall. Afure Emmanuel, thank you for joining me. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate your presence. Thank you. We must not allow ORLU State to fall. We must not allow Okigwe State to fall. We must not allow our territories to fall. But more importantly, ORLU is key. ORLU is very, very important. ORLU is a backbone to this restoration of Biafra. And that is why ORLU must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the Nigerian state. I want everybody to understand that. the sole administrator of ORLU, Chief Agonsi, sent out an urgent call to indigenes, Biafrans all over the world. More importantly, if you are a Biafran in ORLU, I want you to know that your land is under siege. We are now getting reports. We are getting reports from the homeland. This report was made known to us by the administrator of ORLU State that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian terrorist government, the military, the police, the DSS, and all their terrorist security apparatus are combing ORLU State, killing Biafrans, women, children, burning our properties. What is the reason? Because they want ORLU to fall in the hands of the terrorist Nigerian state. Not only that, why these atrocities are going on in the day and at night, the Fulani herdsmen will come at the dead end of the night to come and kill women and kill children who are sleeping. You wake up in the morning, you find out your sister, your father, your mother, your siblings have been all macheted down by the Fulani terrorists. This is the information that we are getting now. While the military are doing their own in the daytime, the police are doing their own in the daytime, the DSS, the immigrations, all of them now are now carrying arms. Before, immigration don't carry arms. Before, road safety don't carry arms. But in Biafran territory, all of these security apparatus are carrying arms in our land. Arms to defend defenseless people. No, they are the ones responsible for killing our people in our land. So why the DSS, why the army and police are killing our people in the daytime? In the dead of the night, the Fulani terrorists will creep in the dead of the night while you are sleeping and machete our people, kill them in their sleep. And this is getting worse each day. Every day by day, we are getting information of how our people are being killed by the terrorist state in our land. And this is an urgent call for you as a Biafran, anywhere that you are. The time to support the Biafran Defense Forces is now. These killings is preventable. These killings that is happening in ORLU State, these killings that is happening in Biafran territory is preventable. The men and women that can prevent these killings, they are in Biafran land. The Biafran Defense Forces can prevent these killings from happening. They can protect our people from being killed. They can protect our boundaries. They can safeguard our boundaries from the invasions of these terrorists in our land. But the resources to do that are limited. So it is an urgent call for you to wake up if you are still sleeping. Ọ bụrụ na ị ka nọ n'ụra, biko tite n'ụra. Ọ bụrụ na ị ka nọ n'ụra, biko tite n'ụra. It doesn't matter which group you belong to. Whether you are supporting the government, BRGIE, under the acting prime ministership of Ogechukwu Nkere, or you are in the USB charge of Ngozi Orabueze. What matters if you are actually standing for Biafra at this time? If you know that you are 100% sure that wherever you are standing for the protection of your land, this is the time for you to support the liberation of your land. This is the time for you to support ORLU. This information is coming from the sole administrator of ORLU State. Please, I want this message to go around. I want it to be shared. Ọ bụrụ na ị nọ na this platform, biko, ọ dị m oke mkpa. Like, I want you to like what I am saying so that other people can get notification. Please, tinyere m aka na your like button. Like button. I want like button. Please. Press your like button so that people can get this information. This is very important. Very, very important, my people. Very important. Our people get to know this. Our land is under siege. ORLU State is under siege. They are killing our people at ORLU. They are killing our people, disappearing young men and women, burning our properties. And we cannot fold our hands and watch these atrocities continue to happen. The Nigerian state are killing our people at ORLU. Why they do that in the daytime? In the dead of the night, the Fulani herdsmen are now occupying our bushes. They come through the bushes to come and kill our women and our children. And it is time we put a stop to all these killings. Before now, the Fulani herdsmen were chased away out of our bushes. Most of them relocated to the north. But now, because of the sabotage of our Prime Minister and the government, and because of the divisions that we are now having amongst us, these terrorists who left Biafran territory are now coming back and occupying our bushes. And it's not a good idea. It's not a good story to hear. It is not a good information that we are getting from our land. You can't stop our people from moving. You can't stop our people from looking for their daily bread. You can't stop our people from fending for their families, from going out, to work, to earn a living. But the Nigerian state have brought terrorists in our land. And a lot of our people are afraid to even go out and seek for their daily bread. This is the more reason why, if you are in diaspora, we must put hands together and support our government so that the men and women who can now go and drive all these terrorists away from our bushes can be able to work. We have the manpower. We have the manpower. We are only asking for resources. The resources are limited. After the convention, we now had divisions here and there. The divisions now brought back these terrorists that were chased away from our land before. They are now in our bushes. They are now occupying our bushes. And in the dead of the night, these people will come, commit havoc, kill our women and children, and disappear. And every day by day, Biafrans are being killed without anybody being held responsible for all these killings and all these atrocities. This is quite unfortunate. And that is why I want you to have a rethink. You as a Biafran, I want you to have a rethink. If you are not supporting the government, I don't know what you want the government to do. Our land cannot be protected by sticks. Our land, you anaghị eji agba aka ejide ihe dị arọ, ihe na-ata arọ. Anakwa ha agba aka ahụ nwata eze. If you want the total protection of our land, that we must fund the Biafran Defense Forces. This is very, very important. Our land is under siege, my wonderful people. Our land is under siege. The Fulani terrorists are killing our people in the night. The Nigerian terrorists are killing our people in the day. The military are bombarding our communities, burning our properties, and we are not going to fold our hands and watch this continue. You are living in America. You are living in UK. You are living in Germany, and you are living in France. That place that you are living, you are enjoying. You don't wake up in the morning and see that people are being killed anyhow. You don't see invasions of your region in the various countries that you are. But in your land is under invasion. Your land is under occupation. The military, the police, the Bubagu, all the terrorist groups in Nigeria, they are in Biafran territory, killing our women, killing our children, displacing communities, and burning our properties. How long are we continue to lament? For how long shall we continue to cry of all these atrocities that is happening in our land? Please, my wonderful people, please, my wonderful Biafrans, the time to act is now. Ahura Emmanuel, are you serious? No like button? Well, I don't know. That's uncommon. What is actually happening? But I can see like button here. I can see like button here. Please check well, or you can as well put the love, whatever button you can see, the thumbs up. The thumbs up button is the like button, I think. But can you see the thumbs up button? The thumbs up button is the like. Wow. Wow. That's unfortunate. Anyway, so like I was saying, my wonderful people, if you don't want Biafra land to fall in the hands of the terrorists, we must fund our defense forces. Our government is doing enough. The Biafran Republic government in exile are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that our land never falls in the hands of the terrorists. As a matter of fact, yesterday was our fundraising. The fund that we are raising is the little that the Biafrans are contributing. These are the little that the Biafran Defense Forces are using to protect our territory, protect our borders. These monies are not enough. The funds coming in are not enough. That is why the BDF is not, in all the nooks and crannies of Biafran territory. Okay? But once the funds start coming like it should be, the Biafran Defense Forces will be stationed all around the 40 states in Biafran territory. This is very, very important. So for this morning, it is very important if you are from ORLU state and you are a Biafran, we have to wake up. Our land is seriously under attack. The Nigerian army are killing our people. The Fulani terrorist herdsmen, in the dead of the night, they come and kill our people while they are still asleep. And we can't continue this way. Your governors cannot speak about it. Your senators cannot say anything about it. Your local government chairman, where all these atrocities are happening, you cannot hear them say it. Neither will your Igwe come out to condemn all these atrocities. not even your PG, not even your counselor, the counselor in those words that all these deaths are happening in Biafra land. They can't come out to condemn, they can't come out to speak about it. And the bad thing in it is that nobody will be held accountable for all these killings that is happening. In as much as we know that the Nigerian government is responsible for it. But there are people who are sent to come and carry out these attacks. Nobody will be held responsible for all these atrocities. And one after the other, our people are disappearing. Our people are being killed. Just like that. You don't know who will be a victim tomorrow. Your family may be victims tomorrow. Your brother will be victim tomorrow, or even yourself, but you can never tell. And that is the reason why we must come out now and support our government and support the Biafran Defense Forces. Very, very important we do that. Otherwise, our land will fall in the hands of terrorists. But God forbid that our land falls into the hands of the terrorist Nigerian state. I want us to understand that the Biafran restoration is a project that everybody, each and every one of us must focus on. Okay? Those in the homeland, Biafrans in the homeland, why we are still preaching all this, why we are still creating this awareness about the invasions, about the killings that is happening in our territory. You that is in homeland, you have to be very much proactive. You have to prepare yourself for the worst. You as a man, you as a woman, you as a youth in Biafran territory, you have to be proactive. You have to defend your women and children. You have to defend your wives. This is very important too. I want you people to understand. Yesterday we saw Cubana chief priest going to Shetima. Shetima is the founder of Boko Haram. Shetima is the founder of Boko Haram. Hope Uzodinma was put into that place by the Boko Haram sponsors like Shetima. They put Hope Uzodinma there. Okay? And our land is under siege. Hope Uzodinma is the architect of what is happening in our land because he allowed these terrorists to come into our land and kill our people. Hope Uzodinma are also using a lot of Biafrans, a lot of ORLU indigents, like Cubana chief priest and all the rest of them. These are the people that Hope Uzodinma was using to kill our people. And we must not allow these people to continue in their evil acts against us. So if you are a Biafran and you are in ORLU state or Okigwe state or in all the 40 states of Biafra land, you must akwado as nwoke, so that akpọ gị nwoke ịkwụrụ dịka nwoke. When they come to kill you, don't allow them to kill you just like chicken. Don't allow them to come to your house, rape your wife, kill your mother or your father, and even your children without putting up a fight. It is very important that you stand your ground, prepare yourself, kwado onwe gị ọfụma for any eventuality. Because these people, they are not coming to embrace you. They are not coming to congratulate you. They are not coming to facilitate with you. No. They are coming to take you down. They are coming to take you down. They are coming to destroy you. And if you allow them to destroy you, they will destroy you. But if you allow them close to your door, they will come. But if you don't allow them close to your domot, they cannot come. That is why you must prepare yourself for the worst. If you are in Biafran territory, very, very important. Charity join, thank you for joining. Thank you, I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Afurekom Emmanuel. You're very funny. Oh my goodness me. No, I am not. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. So my brothers, my sisters, you have to be prepared for every eventuality. These people are coming to kill us in our land. You as a man, you should be the protector of your household. Ị ga-akwado ọfụma dịka nwoke. If you know what I mean. If you know what you need to have, if you know what you need to have to protect your family, please do that. Nigerian government cannot protect you. The Nigerian government have also told you that you should protect yourselves, you should protect your villages, you should protect your family. So these herdsmen that are coming and killing our people, if our people are picking up arms as well, if you are protecting yourself as well, I want you to understand that all these people will be afraid to even get to your doormat. Very, very important. This morning we are getting distress informations. The sole administrator of ORLU State have made a distress call to BIAFRANS all over the world that ORLU State is under invasion. The Nigeria's terrorist military are killing our people in the daytime, and the Fulanis are coming in the dead of the night to kill our women and kill our children. I want you to understand that ORLU is the epicenter of Biafran restoration. The fight for freedom started at ORLU. And if ORLU falls, Biafra will fall. If ORLU falls, my brothers and sisters, Biafra will fall. So do you want ORLU to fall? If ORLU is liberated, I am telling you, every other region, every other state in Biafra land will be liberated. So ORLU bụ isi ahụrụ wee kwuo okpu. So ORLU must be protected at all cost. ORLU must be protected at all cost. That is the prophecy of our leader DavidNnannah BTV. Oh my goodness me. I can see one of our gallant sisters from the coastal region of Biafra, Helen Peters. Helen Peters, I welcome you. Thank you, my sister, for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Yesterday was awesome, So welcome. So my wonderful people, just like I was saying, the sole administrator of ORLU State, Chief Agonsi, have sent a distress call, an urgent need for action in ORLU State. This information is for Biafrans all over the world, and more importantly, from those who are from ORLU State and its environs. The Nigerian terrorists, they are increasing in number. They are bringing in a Bubago. They are bringing in Udogachi. They are bringing in ISWAP. They are bringing in ISIS. They are bringing in Boko Haram. They are bringing in the Nigerian customs terrorists in police uniform, in military uniform, to come to Biafra land, ORLU to be precise, and overrun ORLU. They want to overrun ORLU, and once ORLU is overrun, it's going to be difficult before Biafra will be liberated. And that is why this morning I am calling on indigenes of ORLU, Biafrans at large, everywhere that you are. I want you to know that if ORLU falls, the rest of Biafran territory will fall. And we don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. DavidNnannah BTV prophecy is that ORLU must be protected at all times. ORLU must be protected at all costs. ORLU must not be allowed to fall. The reason why Hope Uzodimma was instituted in ORLU is to facilitate the falling of ORLU to the hands of the terrorists. And we must not allow that to happen. We can never allow that to happen, brothers and sisters. So if you don't want that to happen, you must fund the Biafran Defense Force. You must support our government in what we are doing to make sure that Biafra comes. And I want also to remind each and every one of us, most of our people don't know actually that there is a template to the freedom of Biafra. That template is embedded in 3 R's. 3 R's. The first R is redeclaration, which we have done. Okay? We have done redeclaration. We have restored Biafra. We have redeclared Biafra. We have restored the declaration of Biafra. That was what we did in Finland in 2024. Now we are on the second stage, which is recognition. And for Biafra to be recognized, our territory has to be under our control. Okay? For international community, for America, for the world, for UN to recognize Biafra as a sovereign nation, we must have control of our territory. Okay? Our territory must be under the control of the Biafran government. So this is the time that each and every one of us must join hands with the government, support the government through your funding. Support the government so that we can evict all these terrorists in our land. Do you know the reason why they are all focused at ORLU? The Nigerian government, the terrorist Nigerian government, understands the peculiarity of ORLU. They understand the importance of ORLU. There are a lot of minerals that are in ORLU state. There are a lot of minerals untapped that we have in Biafran territory. And if the terrorists overrun ORLU, every other state in Biafran land, it will be difficult for us to recover such states. So they want to overrun ORLU so that they can occupy ORLU, exploit the minerals in ORLU, and use it to fund every other terrorist activity around Biafran 40 states. That is why ORLU is very, very peculiar to them. And ORLU is very, very important to us. And that is why we must not allow ORLU to be overrun. So this morning, the sole administrator of ORLU state is calling on you as a Biafran anywhere that you are. If you have been donating to the Biafran Defense Forces, please increase your donation. If you are not supporting the government, please support your government now. It is now or never. Our freedom is now or never. Nobody is going to give us this freedom. As you all know, since 2021, that our leader was kidnapped up to this moment, that the Nigerian government are bombing ORLU. Have you heard the international community speak about it? You have BBC. Have you seen BBC talk about the killings that is happening in ORLU? The bombardment that is happening in ORLU? Have you heard about it? Have you even read about it in the newspapers? The answer is no. Have you heard Hope Uzodimma talk about the military invasions, the bombings that is happening at ORLU? Hope Uzodimma cannot talk about it. Why? They are all in that game. They want us to be slaves forever. They want to overrun ORLU. Hope Uzodimma is part and parcel of the Nigerian terrorist state in order to overrun ORLU. Maybe they have promised him Al-Haji in one northern state, or they have promised him heaven and earth when ORLU is overrun. And when ORLU is overrun, they are going to convert every state in Biafran land into Islamic state. So my brothers and my sisters, this is an urgent call for action. We need to fund the Biafran Defense Forces at this time so that ORLU will not fall. ORLU don't need to fall. We can never allow ORLU to fall. The sole administrator is calling for your support. If you are not supporting, please reach out to your counties. If you are from ORLU State, reach out to your counties, your various counties, and so that you can be paying your Biafran liberation task through your counties. Very, very important. While you are paying your BLUT funds, tax, you can as well support the government, the Biafran Defense Forces, through the support and open donations that we make through our website. It is very important that our people understand this. This freedom that we are fighting is for you and is for me. And we must do everything humanly possible to make sure that our ORLU State is liberated. The Biafran Defense Forces are doing all that they can, but the resources are limited. You can imagine a scenario whereby you need 10 men to defend your land. You only have 5. I'm giving an instance. So what can that 5 do? That 5 cannot do the work of 10. Okay? That's why 5 can only do a limited work compared to what the 10 of them could have done. This is actually why finance is very, very important. If we have finance, then the Biafran Defense Forces can be dispatched to every nook and cranny of Biafran territory. And these Fulani herdsmen in our various bushes, all of them will run away. But right now, because of the divisions that we have, most of them are coming back and occupying our bushes, using those areas to launch attack in the middle of the night. And our people are handicapped, especially some villages that are very close to the forest. When it happens, they are left at the mercy of these terrorists. And it's not a good thing. So Biafrans, please, if you are hearing the sound of my voice, if you are listening to me, this is the time. An urgent call for action is needed at this time. ORLU State is under invasion. And we also got an intel. There is an intel that we have recently that this week they are going to go into the DSS, the Nigerian military, the DSS, the police. They are going to be wearing muftis and be arresting Biafrans. And once they arrest you, you may not come back again because of the war that is happening in our land. If you don't know that there is war going on in our land, I want you to know that. If you are in diaspora, the only help that you can render to your people is to support the Biafran Defense Forces. Pay your Biafran liberation task. Know your communities, know your counties, know your local governments. Know your county, know your councils. Very, very important. So that you can pay your Biafran liberation task through your counties, and your governors will be able to know that you are contributing. And if there is any suggestion that you have to make for the betterment of your community, it is also welcomed. Nobody is an island of knowledge. Everybody is embedded with knowledge. So you can bring your idea on how to keep our community safe. But I want you to understand that you have to stand very strong to protect your women and your children. Otherwise, the terrorists will overrun our community. So, I appreciate everybody for joining me. Please like and share. If you have not subscribed to this my channel, very, very important that you subscribe as well. You know, we are doing it little by little until we grow big. Until we grow big so that we can have our studio where we can do expositions, you know, where we can bring the actions and activities, what our government is doing. We give you the templates, explain it in detail, because a lot of our people are actually ignorant. A lot of our people don't know what is happening. And that is why education is key. And if there is any question that you want to know, if there are certain things that is not clear to you, what the government is doing that you don't understand, you ask questions. We can respond to it. Yes, we are part of the government media team. We can respond to your questions. You as well come to our spaces, you ask questions, and you will get an answer. Because we want everybody to know what our government is doing. Whatever the government is doing is in the open. It's not a secret. So most of us who are, who have knowledge of what the government is doing, the little that we have, we can share it with you. If there is any question that is beyond us, then we can call the attention of ministers to respond to you, so that you are aware of what is happening. I want you to know that Biafra is all that we want. And let me use this to remind our people in the homeland. If you are in the homeland and you are listening to Ngozi Orabueze, my brother, you are a very big mistake. If you are in the homeland and you are giving out your information, either you are donating to Ngozi Orabueze's humanitarian accounts in the homeland, I want you to know that you are setting up yourself to be kidnapped by the DSS. Yes, because we have proof. We have evidences of people who were supporting Ngozi Orabueze, gave out their information online, and the DSS traced them. Most of them are in detention. Most of them were killed. So we are just warning our people. When our Prime Minister was here, when DavidNnannah BTV was here, everything we were doing, we were protecting our people. DavidNnannah BTV never gave out information of our people who are supporting the Biafran Liberation Army or the ESN or the IPOB. DavidNnannah BTV kept their information secret. Okay? The same thing with our Prime Minister. While our Prime Minister was here, every donation that was made, every support that was made to the homeland was kept in secret. Our people were being protected. Okay? Because we don't want to harm our people. We want to save our people. We want our people to see Biafra. So anybody that is telling you that you should bring out your information on public domain, that you are a nation now, that person is your enemy. That person is your enemy. I say, that person is your enemy. Anybody that is telling you that you should go to Nigerian bank and donate your money, that nothing is happening, that we are a nation now, that person is your enemy. I am saying it here categorically clear. I have my loved ones in homeland, and we love Biafrans. I love you as my brother. And that is why whatever I'm telling you with all amount of the love that I have in my heart for you. That is the love that I have for you in my heart. Ihanacho Franklin. If you are in the homeland and you feel that what I am saying is wrong, no problem. Continue making your donation to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze's platform in the homeland. Okay? I am not going to dispute with you. I am not going to argue with you. But if you say that what I am telling you, that I'm lying, you can make your information public, then you know whether DSS will come and arrest you or not. That is the only thing. Because agwawanti ya noro isi puo ntige sonia. Because a lot of you think that we are just saying all this thing for saying sake. Oga, Nigeria has happened to a lot of us. If you don't know, Nigeria has happened to us. We have lost families. We have lost loved ones because of the atrocities that is happening in Nigeria. And the Nigerian government cannot allow you to donate money to Biafra using their bank, and they are not looking for you. It is not possible. So if you give out your information in the bank That's your own prerogative. That is what you want. No problem. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. I am telling you. I don't need to preach to you in Hanacho. But don't deceive people. Deceive yourself. You can deceive yourself. You can go ahead and pay money into any Taj bank, any bank that is affiliated with the North or the Fulani that Ngozi is giving to you. There is no problem about that. Once Nigeria happens to you, we are going to come back here and use you to do broadcast. If Ngozi Odabueze will tell you that she is working with Caterpillar and Ebuvago, then do you need anybody to tell you that she's working for the Nigerian government? Do you know who is Ebuvago? Do you know who is Caterpillar? When our Prime Minister was here, did you not hear Prime Minister talk about Caterpillar? The atrocities of Caterpillar and Ebuvago? Who set up Ebuvago? Is it not the Southeast governors that set up Ebuvago to fight against the Eastern Security Network that our leader created? And now that the Eastern Security Network has metamorphosed into Biafran Defense Forces, is Ebuvago not looking for Igwe Butuzo? Are they not looking for Commander Gento? Are they not looking for all those people who are defending our land? So what are you saying? So continue, Ihanacho, continue to donate to Ngozi. That is all I have for you. Continue to donate to Ngozi. And you know that you are in Nigeria. You are using Nigerian bank and giving your information to them. Your NIN will be used to track you if you don't know. Most of the people that have been kidnapped, are killed, are those who paid to that bank account that Ngozi gave to you in the homeland. If you don't know, I want you to know it today. So it is not about we are coming here to preach hate. We are not preaching hate to anybody. I think Ngozi told you to go and blow whistle. We are telling you to donate to the Biafran Defense Forces so that they can protect our territory. But your madam is telling you to buy whistle and donate to whistle so that when the terrorists come in the night to kill you, you just blow whistle and all of them will disappear. Are you issue myself? America, that we are fighting the Houthis rebel in Yemen. America, or whistle kahaji will blow the Houthi rebels from the sea, or whistle. Israel that is fighting Hamas, is Israel using whistle? Once able to fear the whole Hamas terrorists, all of them will die. Russia and the Ukraine that are fighting, are they using whistle to fight? They are using arms and ammunition. Haji Mbo, Haji Egbe, Haji fighter jets, RPGs, AK-47, AK-49. This is the things Haji Wena alo their ogo. Awo whistle. So if you are here supporting Ngozi Orabu Fulani, in fact, I know that most of you are not even Biafrans. Yes, anybody that have seen what Ngozi is doing up to this moment and you are supporting Ngozi, it means that you are not a Biafran, because Ngozi herself is not a Biafran. Are you aware? Are you aware that Ngozi married a Fulani? The first husband is Fulani. The second husband is Fulani. The one that she has divorced. Are you aware? You are not aware. So if you don't have information, you just close your dirty mouth and close it up. It makes you okay? Because you people don't have information. And how am I not sure? How am I sure that you were a Biafran? This is a nature of a person. You are not a Biafran. Let me tell you what happened during the war. For those of you who don't know, a lot of our people were born under Okokomaiko Bridge. But let me tell you what happened in the war. During the war between 1967 to 1970, even before that time, Nigeria invaded Biafra land. Nigerian soldiers invaded Biafran territory. They were harassing and intimidating our people. Some of our women were used as sex slaves Do you know what that means? Some of your fathers and some of your mothers, those of you who are not Biafrans, your mothers were raped by the Nigerian soldiers who are Fulanis. And they were impregnated. They were raped and impregnated. And you know, during the war, nothing like abortion. You know, our people, all recently can name abortion. Our people, because of the sanctity and the sacredness of our culture, we don't indulge into abortion. From Abiowa. We don't do that. That was what happened during the war. So when all these Fulanis were, impregnating our people, our women and children through their slavery, most of these women, after the war, during the war, gave birth to people like Ihanacho, this Ihanacho that is here. Most of these Biafran women that were raped by the Fulani soldiers who came to Biafra land, who were killing our people, because all the men were in the military. The men were fighting for their freedom. The women were taken as sex slaves. Some were forced into marriage with the Biafran Nigerian soldiers. So most of them gave birth to people like this Ihenacho. Most of them gave birth to people like this Ihenacho that is here. They're talking rubbish. So once you are a Biafran and a blood of Fulani have mixed into you, you are no longer 100% Biafran. You are 50-50. Okay? You are 50-50. And you will always have the mindset of the Fulanis. Your father will rape your mother. You always have the mindset of your Fulani, especially if you are a man. Oh, okay. This is actually what happened. So a lot of them are in Biafran land. Most of them are answering in Henacho, Okechukwu, Chidemma, Chioma, Chiamaka, Nnamdi, Emeka na Ndotie. All these people were giving birth, having double parentage, if I may use that word. They have features of the Fulani and they have features of the Biafrans. And this is why anybody and ekwu Biafra, that person is not a Biafran. And that is why DavidNnannah Kanu, with all this sabotage of all these people, with their mindset and the way they reason like the Fulanis. That was the reason why DavidNnannah Kanu Juwesi, that when Biafra comes, we are going to do a DNA test to determine all these people, whether they are really Biafrans. Okay? That was the reason why DavidNnannah Kanu made that statement. Because of the way our people reason. They reason like the Fulani. Somebody like Ihanacho that comes here, I'm telling you something that you can go and verify, and you're telling me is lies. So when Biafra comes, people like you, we are going to take a DNA test to ascertain your parentage. Kamara mo isonande amono na Biafra, but their fathers are Fulani. Are you aware that Ngozi's father is a Fulani man? But Ngozi was born in Biafran territory, and her father was a butcher. Are you aware? You are not aware. We have done research. We have investigated, and it has been confirmed. If you don't know. So when we are telling you something, we know what we are telling you. Sorry, enwe ezigbo afọ Biafra, nwa afọ Biafra na-achọghị Biafra. Ọ dị possible. Every nwa afọ Biafra chọrọ ịla Biafra. So Ngozi pụta na asị gị na ya wụ onye Biafra. Ikwere, how can onye Biafra now fight against Biafra? How can onye Biafra now tell you that it's Weso that can protect your land? How can onye Biafra now tell you that you don't need to donate to the Biafran Defense Forces, that you can only donate to the humanitarian whatever? You can only donate to humanitarian services. How can that be? How can somebody who is a Biafran woman fighting for freedom will tell you that she is speaking with a political player from the southeast? Ngozi is speaking with politicians in the southeast. That is what I want you to know. It is not about blackmail. I am not blackmailing anybody. Oh, ihe na-achọ Franklin. I know you are not a Biafran. So whatever you are writing, you are just writing junks. You are not a Biafran. We know Biafrans when we see one. So for this useless ihe na-achọ not to deviate my attention, I want you to know that there's an urgent call for action from Biafran territory, especially ORLU state. Very, very important. Our people are being killed by the terrorist Nigerian state, and it is time we rise up to protect them. Our people in ORLU state are facing bombardment by the Nigerian terrorists. The military are also killing our people. And in the night, the Fulani terrorists, the herdsman will come in the night to kill our people in their sleep. And it's not auguring well for our people. So the chief administrator, the sole administrator of ORLU state, is now calling on Biafrans all over the world. More importantly, Biafrans that are from ORLU, you have to join your councils, your counties, your local government counties to be able to donate to the Biafran Liberation Task. Pay your Biafran Liberation Task, BLT, and as well support the government, support the Biafran Defense Forces. The reason why ORLU is still standing is because of the donations that the Biafran Republic government in exile are making every weekly, every day. The little money that you guys are donating is the reason why our land is still safe up to tomorrow. So we have to increase that funding so that our land will never be overrun. I want to remind you what our leader said. ORLU is key to the liberation of Biafran territory. Our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, that the fight for Biafra will start from ORLU. Oh my goodness me. DavidNnannah BTV is somebody that you can't play with his words. Before 2015, DavidNnannah BTV made us to understand that Biafra will be liberated from ORLU, that ORLU will form the basis of the fight for Biafran restoration. What happened in 2021? Nigerian government have invaded ORLU. From ORLU, they are trying to overrun ORLU. And once ORLU falls, every other state from Biafra land will fall in kupu. And that is why we must stand our ground very, very strong. Very, very strong to make sure that ORLU never falls. We must stand our ground to make sure that ORLU never falls. So if you are from ORLU, you have to support the freedom of ORLU. You have to support the eviction of the terrorists from ORLU. Once they are evicted from ORLU, every other state is just nothing. Once ORLU is liberated, it won't take time. Every other state will be liberated. So my wonderful people and lovers of freedom, I want to appeal to you. If you are not supporting, please try and support. If you don't have the contact of your counties, you ask for this, you ask for that. We are going to link you to your counties. We are going to link you to your counties. You need to know your county, you need to know your council, you need to know your local government, you need to know your state, and you need to know your region. This is very important. A lot of you DavidNnannah BTV and our Prime Minister mechana ihe kwesịrị ime anyị ọnọzi anyị n'aka to free ourselves from this slavery. Ọnọzi anyị n'aka to free ourselves from this slavery. Very, very important. And let me use this opportunity to educate this boy a na-akpọ ihe a na-achọ Franklin. ihe a na-achọ Franklin ịma na ikwu amarụ ibe ezi ya. What you don't know, you ask questions and you will be educated. What you don't know, you ask questions, you will be educated. And what you don't know is always bigger than you. If you don't ask questions, you can never learn. That is why when you go to your class and your teacher is teaching you something, you don't understand, you ask teacher, I don't understand. He will clarify you. I see the what you are writing, the junk you are writing, fall back republic. I want to ask you, you are not falling back, right? Okay, you are a nation, right? Then who is the president of your nation? And where is your president? Ngozi Orabueze is living in exile and is telling you that you are a state, you are already a nation, that you don't need to fall back. Then where is she leading you from? In exile, in America. Are you not foolish? Are you not stupid? You are very foolish and you are stupid. You don't have thinking faculty. You don't have reasoning. For all of you that we are following the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister said that once Biafra is restored, once Biafra is restored, that the BRGIE will be dissolved. Has Biafra been restored? I ask you, a restore go Biafra. What he meant by restoration of Biafra is when you are in full control of your territory. Okay? When you are free from the occupation of Nigeria. When you are free from the occupation of the oppressor. That is what our Prime Minister said. So, in the fight for the freedom of Biafra, enwere ihe a na-akpọ 3 R's. 3 R's. One of the R's, you know, a lot of somebody like this Franklin ihe na-achọ ọ na-egara school ihe ga na-enwe F9 because if you follow the Prime Minister and you are not wise, if you followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you are not intelligent, you are not reasonable, you don't have wisdom, you can never have wisdom again. Okay? Our Prime Minister saying after the redeclaration of Biafra, when Biafra is fully restored, then we can dissolve the Biafran Republic government in exile. What have we done? What we did was the first R. We have redeclared Biafra, but we have not restored Biafra. Redeclaration and restoration. Redeclaration means that restoration of redeclaration that Ojukwu made between 1967 to 1970. Anyị agala restore that redeclaration. Ihe ahụ nke anyị mere na Finland in 2024. Then ihe anyị nọzi kita na recognition. Okay? Once I went to recognition, and in the process of recognition, one of the templates of recognition, if you don't know, here I'm educating you now. One of the templates of recognition is that you must be in control of your territory. If you don't have control of your territory, how can you say you are a nation? Where are you watching me from? Maybe in America or Germany or France. Who is occupying? Or let me use Finland for instance. Is Finland under the occupation of Russia? The answer is no. Why? Because Finland have restored their freedom. Restoration. They have restored their nation. That is why they are not under the occupation of any nation. Is America under the occupation of any other country? No, because America have restored their nation. Is France? The same thing applies to every other country in on here. Okay? Now, we the Biafran people, we are fighting to restore our nation Biafra. We have really declared it. Now here will Biafra, but we have not restored it. And for us to restore it, I gave Mwekodi recognition by the international community. Okay? I got in control of our territory. And that is why I Ajagono for you to support the Biafran Defense Forces so that they will chase away all these terrorists in our land. And we control our territory. Then the powers that be, America will now recognize our nation. After they have recognized our nation, then we now transit into restoration. With transitional government in the homeland that can put in places the governors, the president or the prime minister, or the president and the prime minister. After they put in place all these structures in Biafran territory, it dissolves here brigade. It dissolves what Biafran Republic government in exile. As it is now, Biafran Republic government in exile is the vehicle. Oh yeah, bu moto bu USB. Moto ge buga gagaru to USB. Moto bu USB. Ga drop USB. Okay? Biafran Republic government in exile is carrying USB. Until oge book the USB. Buru ya na destination ya. Before emarazie na ụgbọ nke aha akwụsịzie, USB will take off from there. How is he going to take USB to his destination? Recognition. Okay? It is the Biafran Republic government in Ezra that is registered. It's the only registered entity. The whole world don't now that is fighting for freedom. If you don't know it now. It is the BRGIE with the document will declare Biafra. Okay? Oyaji that document. Every other information about USB is under the government of Biafra, BRGIE. Okay? Ngozi enweghị one document, one single document that oji. You can't register a nation in another nation. Or dịghị possible. Amahamu, ana agbo ni eba, osi eba apụọ. Ụdị mmadụ ihe na-achọ, ọ bụrụ na ị gara school, ihe ga na-enwe F9. Because your teacher will teach you. You can never understand. Because ị nwere ụbụrụ ọkụkọ. That is what you have. So what am I trying to say? I am trying to lecture this fool here, Senior Franklin, ihe na-achọ. USB, akabie na moto. Onye ebie BRGIE. Okay? Ọ ga-ebugide USB ga buru ya na destination ya. If you don't know, you know it. The document of restoration. Who restored Biafra? Is it not USB? Is it not BRGIE? So what are you saying? So my wonderful people, sorry for that distraction. So what I'm trying to say is that the 3 R's, we have declared our nation. We are now on recognition. And for recognition to take place, we have to be under the control of our land and territories. That is why the Biafran Defense Forces are fighting to liberate Biafra from the occupational forces, the terrorist Nigerian state who are occupying our land. Okay? Once that is done, we are getting our recognition. Once that is done, you now see a transfer of administration. Okay? We will now be able to converge a national conference. Okay? We will now be able to take our administration to the homeland and put all the necessary structures in place. Elect governors, elect councillors, elect local government chairman, elect presidents. Once that is done, BRGIE have been able to usher in USB. It dissolves here, BRGIE. Their work finishes when we are fully restored. That is why in the Biafran Charter, up to 4 or 5 years, Koge take place. after the redeclaration, 4 or 5 years before you can be able to dissolve BRGIE. So for those of you who don't like Ihanacho, who doesn't have any sense in him, this is the information, because how we kwa maibe is here. Another lie. My brother Ihanacho Franklin, Ngozi Orabueze never declared Biafra. Ngozi Orabueze never declared Biafra. Okay? Let me educate you. Who declared Biafra? One person don't declare a nation. One person do not declare a nation. If one person declared a nation, there is no need going to Finland. Simon would have stayed in Finland and declared Biafra. One person do not declare a nation. Under international law, one person do not declare a nation. The people that declared a nation, Biafra, are the 517 delegates that went to Finland for that convention, plus the over 50 million Biafrans that voted for the self-referendum. That is the documents. All y'all did the documents they will submit here to American people, American Congress. See, our people have declared their nation. It's not Ngozi. One person, okay? One person do not declare a nation. Ihanacho, I know you don't know. That is why I'm educating you. It is 517 delegate members who went to Finland. How many people signed the declaration document? 517 people, delegates that went to Finland, declared Biafra. Not Ngozi. Oh, hi, brainwashing ka. Or the Kwegu. Because where are you watching from, Ihanacho? Can you be bold enough to tell us where you are watching from? And from which state are you from, Biafran territory? Because with what I'm seeing, you need receipt to get down and educate you, enlighten you, because you don't know. Ikwamai ibezia. So I want to let you understand, nations are not declared by individual. It's declared by a group of people. In this case, 517 delegates put their signature that they want Biafra, with over 50 million Biafrans who voted for the self-referendum. That is why Prime Minister Gisege that we are going to Finland to get a document. Okay? We are going to get a document, a very legal document for the eviction of the terrorists in our land. Do you know the reason for the self-referendum? The reason for the self-referendum is to get the consent of the Biafran people. Kaimara, the number of Biafrans who say they want Biafra. That is the reason. They are part of those who declared Biafra. Okay? Here nacho, imane maho. Kanko waragi. Kanko waragi imaro. Ikwa maribe zia. What you don't know, you ask question, you will be educated. The over 50 million votes, self-referendum votes that you saw that Biafrans conducted is a go-ahead declaration. What it means is that this over 50 million have given their mandate to the governor, to the government of Biafra, or to our prime minister to declare Biafra. With the 517 that were there physically, what they were there to do is to sign their signature for the world to know that these are the number of people who were present to sign the signature for the declaration of Biafra, or the restoration of the declaration of Biafra. That is what they went to Finland to do. Not for Ngozi, not for you to say that Ngozi is just one of the 517 people that declared Biafra. In the first place, let me tell you who made the pronouncement. The first person that made the pronouncement is the Foreign Affairs Minister, Bryce Tinekoma. He is the first person that made that Biafran pronouncement. Okay? Go to the convention. Go and see it. Most of you don't reason very well. You don't reason critically. The first person that made that pronouncement of Biafra was Dr. Bryston Ekoma. He is the foreign affairs minister as I'm speaking to you today. He is the one who read the declaration documents. Ngozi read the grievances, if you don't know. So when Ngozi shout through, oh hey Biafra, Biafra, you think no one will declare Biafra. You don't know anything. What you don't know is bigger than you. One person do not declare a nation. 517 delegates, Biafrans, declared Biafra nation. Okay? On the 2nd of December 2024. Coupled with the over 50 million Biafrans that voted in the self-referendum. That is the document that was generated that will give us this recognition, that will prove to the international community that over 70% of Biafrans voted for Biafra to be restored. This is the documents. These are the signatures, the witnesses to that document. If you don't know, you know it now. So I just want to clarify that to you. So I know you don't know. That is why I'm clarifying you. Okay? I want you to open your brain so that it will enter in your head. And another question you ask, let me clear you again. Ogechukwu Nkere is the acting prime minister. Okay? You know why? In the Biafran Charter, if the Biafran document, the Biafran Charter that was unveiled in Finland, I think in 2023, okay? The reason for that document, that Biafran Charter is the foundation, is the rock on which the government of Biafra stands. And that is the template for the restoration of Biafra. It is the guiding principle on our guide the government into the actions and activities that they are embarking upon. In that Biafran Charter, it is stipulated that the power resides with the people. Okay? That the people have the absolute right to determine how they want themselves to be governed. Okay? It is the people that decides what happens in their government. That is the essence of that charter. Now, that charter stipulated that in the absence of the prime minister, ihe na-achọ achọm ka ị gee ntị ọfụma were cotton wool rụchaa ntị gị ọfụma so that you understand what I'm saying. In the absence of the prime minister, either the prime minister is incapacitated, he cannot act, he cannot work, or there is something that is preventing him from doing his work. The Biafran Charter gave the right to the Biafrans in the cabinet to elect somebody who will act for a temporary period of time until that prime minister, if he's incapacitated, until he rejoins the government. Okay? That is what happened after the convention. After the convention, the Biafran cabinet, 57 cabinet members now came together in following what the charter stated. They called cabinet meeting and 2 people volunteered to contest for the acting prime minister position. Okay? So that they will act. Because nature abhorred vacuum. The prime minister was called for questioning. And until the prime minister rejoins us, somebody have to stay in acting capacity. So these people now came and say, oh, I want to be the prime minister, the acting prime minister, until prime minister came. Okay. The cabinet members, I said, okay, 2 of you, Ogechukwu Nkere and one of our profs came out and contested that position. Eventually, Ogechukwu Nkere won that position as the acting prime minister. That is why you saw him as the acting prime minister today, or you saw him as the acting prime minister tomorrow. Nothing changes that, because we are following the template, the principles of the Biafran Charter. How did Ngozi come about? Ngozi elected herself. Ngozi Nyeronwe, the DPM. Who gave her DPM? Nobody. So how can you now come and lay down procedure of electing people in the government? Now you came and gave yourself DPM. You gave your COS and all the rest of it. So Franklin Ogechukwu Nkere was elected by 57 cabinet members to be the acting prime minister until Prime Minister Simon Ekpa joins us. Immediately Prime Minister Simon Ekpa joins us, Ogechukwu Nkere will hand him over all the things that he has achieved while the Prime Minister was away. Ogechukwu Nkere will now hand it over to the Prime Minister. And he will continue from where he stopped. While Ogechukwu Nkere goes back to his portfolio or his position as the Finance Minister. Okay? Ikwamaro Ibezia. I know you don't know. I know you don't understand. Franklin, that is why I'm educating you. That is why I am trying to let you understand that this is the government. We cannot be running away from Nigeria and we are still doing the things of Nigeria in our government. No. In Biafran government, it is the people that decide how they want to be governed. And the people decided who they want to be their acting prime minister. Ngozi never contested any position, okay, with anybody. She gets herself that position till tomorrow. And you dare not ask her question. Is that the kind of government that you want? No. That is not the kind of government we want. And we can never embrace Nigeria anymore. We have left Nigeria. We have left Egypt. Going back to Nigeria is going back to Egypt. Ngozi is taking you people back to Egypt. We have already left. We cannot be called back again. So that is the education I want to give to you. So if there is any other question, you ask. And we are going to clarify you, okay? Even DPM, yes, thank you so much. He said DPM is not mentioned in our Biafran charter. Of course, there is nothing like DPM in Biafran charter. There is nothing like DPM. What you have is acting. APM, acting. The government, even if there is nothing like DPM, it is when the people elect, the people can decide what that person should be called. Acting prime minister. There is nothing like DPM. In fact, there is nothing like DPM. Deputy prime minister. It is not in the Biafran charter. So we are the people who are following the template of our government as stated in the Biafran charter. So whatever you see Ogechukwu Nkere doing today, he is not doing it on his own. He is following the template as laid down by the Prime Minister of Biafra. And that is what we are doing today. And we'll continue to do that until our Prime Minister rejoins us. So thank you so much. I think I've spent much time today. I thank each and every one of you for joining me this morning. I want to remind you, the reason for this morning's broadcast is that there is urgent need for your support in this our liberation. ORLU is under siege. ORLU state is under siege. The terrorists are fighting to take over ORLU. And we are not going to allow that to happen. I reminded you about DavidNnannah BTV's prophecy. The liberation of Biafra starts from ORLU. If ORLU is down, the rest states in Biafra land will fall. If ORLU is liberated, every other state will be free. And that is why we must support the Biafran Defense Forces to make sure that ORLU never falls. Thank you so much, wonderful people and lovers of freedom. I remain your brother, DavidNnannah of the Biafran Writers of Conscience. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube account, please, my channel, please try and subscribe to it. Very important. I'll be bringing you updates from now and then until we are fully established in our channel. Then we can be doing exposition. We have a lot to offer to the Biafran people. Lots and lots of expositions, lots and lots of information, and lots of the achievements of the Biafran Republic government in exile, the achievement of our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere, the achievement of our government. You need to know. You need to know. They are too numerous to mention. And it's something that I have to sit down and bring to your knowledge, okay? And bring to your domain. So I just set up this YouTube account so that I can be able to be bringing all those one after the other. But I can't do it standing. I have to have my YouTube, studio where I can, show you videos, bring some information to the screen and be able to share it with people. You understand? So it is not really so easy, but I can do that. But I don't have the materials yet. So I'm just trying to see how I'm going to, get over with it, trying to have all those necessary materials so that I can put all these things in place. And boom, we are going to rule the world with our Biafran news and information. Subscribe, like, and share. Very, very important. One other thing before I go. If you are a Biafran, you are 100% Biafran blood. When you wake up in the morning, salute the ancestors. Appreciate them, because you are created in a land that belongs to God himself. If you are a Biafran, 100% Biafran, when you wake up in the morning, thank your ancestors and thank Chukwu Okike Abiam for making you a Biafran. Don't fight against your fellow Biafran for no just cause. Don't shed innocent blood of a Biafran that committed no crime. Okay? Don't shed innocent blood of a Biafran who is fighting for his or her freedom in a very genuine way. But if you are a saboteur, if you are a backstabber, if you are those who are helping the Nigerian government to kidnap our people, harass our people, intimidate our people, disappear our people, the land of our ancestors will never forgive you. You are not going to end well, and it will never end well with you. Another advice for you, Ngozi Orabueze is not fighting for freedom of Biafrans. I want you to know that. In my next video, you ask me questions, and I can be able to give you proofs. In fact, as a matter of fact, if you go to this YouTube account, I have 40 red flags of Ngozi Orabueze, 40 that I have recorded. We have over 100 now and counting. So you need to be convinced where you are fighting from. You need to be convinced who you are following. Is that person actually fighting for your freedom? Or is that person actually fighting against your freedom? Think about this. Support the Biafran Defense Forces. Support the Biafran Republic government in exile. And freedom will be achieved in no distant time. I appreciate every one of you who joined me. Thank you for your time. Please share and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate our leader, Ahmadike Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Also the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpan Joko. Our acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, I appreciate you as well. The BRGIE cabinet members, I appreciate each and every one of you. The Biafran Defense Forces, I salute you people for protecting our land. And you that is donating and supporting, I appreciate you as well. When next time I come, remain blessed and good morning from here.